Good evening and welcome into Alumni Hall here on the campus of Marmion Academy in Aurora, where tonight it's a Chicago Catholic League crossover game between the St. Joseph Chargers and the Marmion Cadets. Hello, everybody. I'm Connor Klingon, and thank you for joining me tonight on Arena Sportsnet Chicago, presented to you through Spreaker. As always, I was happy to be joined by the St. Joseph Chargers head coach, Gene Pingatore, before tonight's game. I asked Coach about the performance at the Proviso West Holiday Tournament and tonight's game against Marmion. So here he is, the all-time wins leader in Illinois boys high school basketball, Gene Pingatore, now in his 50th season here at St. Joe's. We're here with St. Joseph Chargers head coach Gene Pingatore before tonight's game against Marmion. Coach, any extra motivation going against my alma mater here tonight?
Well, if I had known, there would be. No, I'm only kidding. I think what happens after you come out of a holiday tournament, you got to get back to normal, so to speak. And we're hoping that the games we played at Christmas will jumpstart us. Yep. So this is first game back, conference game, and I'm hoping we play well.
Well, Coach, that first game of the holiday tournament, obviously a tough loss, but then to go on and win the consolation championship, how do you feel that can push you guys into this second half of the season?
It's important. The fact that they won 3 in a row, to win 3 games at Proviso is always good. The fact that we played 4, that's what a coach wants to do. So we'll see. I'm thinking in many years we've been there, oftentimes the Proviso tournament has jump-started us to have a good second half.
Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to watch the tournament. What did you feel were the keys to getting those 3 wins and the consolation championship?
I think we played better defense. We have been struggling, and hopefully we're going to carry it forward. We have balanced scoring. There was more chemistry. I don't think we're there yet, but I think it's developing,
Yeah.
So all the things you talk about, we started to put it together. It's very typical of our teams. Over the years, I think we started playing our best ball in January.
Well, we've talked about it a few times this season, Coach. You've got a couple of transfers, a couple of freshmen that are contributing. Are you starting to see that chemistry really coming together with this team?
A little bit. Not where I'd like it to be, but that's okay. It's still early. This is the month we have to really try to put it together.
January is where you got to really start getting that momentum going. Coach, Marmion, they've struggled a bit this year. What are you expecting from them, or what have you seen from them?
They're going to be very competitive. They're going to play hard, and they're going to come at us. So I'm just hoping my kids respond to the challenge. They're going to meet their intensity.
Well, you said it last year before the Whitney Young game. When that other team sees St. Joe's on the jersey, it can definitely bring out that extra edge.
Absolutely. They don't understand that yet, but hopefully they will.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you for the time, and hopefully you can get a win tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks again to Coach Pingatore for taking the time out before tonight's game to talk with me for a couple minutes. Right now, Coach Pingatore shaking hands with Marmion head coach Anthony Young and the captains of the 2 teams, also getting together with the officials for St. Joseph. That'd be Malik Anderson and Antonio Hardaway. Well, it was an up-and-down start to the season for St. Joseph. They were at 4-7, but the Chargers are really starting to play much better basketball. They suffered a hard-fought loss to Morton by 3 points in the opener in the Proviso West Holiday Tournament, but they did not let that loss get their spirits down. In 3 consecutive days, the Chargers took down Crete Moni, Dunbar, and Larkin to win the consolation championship at the prestigious Proviso West Holiday Tournament. As Coach said during our interview, if you can win 3 games during the Proviso West Holiday Tournament, that's always going to be a big deal no matter what. And so Coach has to be happy with the way that his team bounced back from that opening loss. A lot of times it can be easy. If you lose that opening game, you can just mail it in the rest of the tournament, but this team certainly did not. They went on a great run to win that consolation championship. And the Proviso Field, always one of the toughest in the area, and to come away with a trophy, even if it is a consolation trophy, is an impressive accomplishment for a team that coming into that tournament was not playing their best basketball. In the Chicago Catholic League, any game on the road is a challenge, but especially the 2018-19 season has not been kind to Marmion. The Cadets come in with a record of 7-11, and they've suffered some blowout losses in conference play. Year in, year out, it is a tough challenge to win games in this conference. And so St. Joseph can't take anything for granted. As Coach said, he hopes that his team is ready for it. Certainly, I mentioned that interview. Anytime St. Joseph, a program with so much prestige, the state championships as recently as that 2015 season, the Final Four appearance in 2016, the championship back in 99, all the great players that have played for St. Joseph. So when you come into another team's gym, it's one of their biggest games of the season no matter what. And Coach Pingatore, as he said, he hopes that his players are ready for that. And there's a little bit of a different rhythm to conference play as opposed to that tournament play where you're playing 3 days in a row. In conference play, you're going to be playing a lot of times on Friday and Saturday nights. This weekend, there's no Saturday game for the Chargers. Next weekend, they will have the Friday and Saturday game, but a little bit different not to be playing every day. The rust can come out a bit, so the Chargers will have to battle against that tonight against this Marmion team. It's a young team. They haven't played together too much, and you have to figure that they can only get better from here on out. The more experience that these players get playing together, the better they're going to get. The transfers, Reggie Strong and Marcus Beckton, the juniors, they continue to learn to play with the players who have been in this program longer, such as Malik Anderson, Antonio Hardaway, and John Robinson. So they continue to just get better and better as the season goes on. There's also an article recently in the Pioneer Press about Kyle Thomas, the 6'8" freshman who has contributed so much to this team early on in his career. And he continues to improve. Obviously still a young player, as well as another freshman, Sean Page, that's contributing to the varsity on this team. But those younger players, as the season goes on, they are only going to improve. So winning that consolation championship at Proviso West, that could be the starting point to a great run for this St. Joseph team. The rest of the way. Nice crowd on hand here at Marmion. And I do have to mention that this is my alma mater. It's a class of 2013 here at Marmion. Definitely keeping things neutral tonight between these two teams, but it's been great the past couple of years at St. Joseph. Feel really a part of the community at this school. So I'd like to thank everyone at St. Joseph High School for welcoming me into the community at the school. And those of you listening out there tonight, thank you for joining us throughout the season. We're going to try to bring you as many games as we can here the rest of the way. And happy to be with you here tonight out in Aurora. Chargers come into this one with a record of 7-7. They've won 3 straight games. They won that consolation championship at Proviso West. Marmion coming in with a 7-11 record. Already played 18 games before the new year, and both of these teams looking to get 2019 started on the right foot. And having attended Marmion, it's a school that doesn't have the basketball tradition quite close to St. Joseph, but the one thing that I can say always about Marmion, and it's the case for most teams, they do play much better on their home floor as opposed to on the road. And that's where they are here tonight. So we'll see if they can present a tough challenge to this Chargers team. We've seen some games earlier in the season where St. Joseph has been challenged by some teams that maybe you wouldn't think would provide much of a challenge. Providence Catholic, Montini. Now, certainly that game had some emotion tied to it with Darryl Thomas being honored that night. But in the Chicago Catholic League, no matter who you're playing, it can be tough to go out there and win a game in this conference.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of Mr.
And now we will go over to the public address announcer here at Marmion, where we will have the national anthem as well as the opening prayer before tonight's game between St. Joseph and Marmion.
Matching our guests from Westchester, the Chargers of St. Joseph High School versus our Marmion Academy Cadets. Please stand as the Marmion Flanagan Rifles Honor Guard posts the colors. Please remain standing. We'll be led in prayer this evening by Mr. Paul Chabura, Associate Athletic Director here at Marmion.
May we all please place ourselves in the presence of our Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Strong and faithful God, as you come together for this basketball game, we ask you to bless these athletes. Keep them safe from injury and harm. Instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. Blessed Marmion Carmel. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Forward! Mark! Guard! Hold! Present arms!
Please join in the singing of our national anthem. And now the introduction of the starting lineups.
And now we'll have the starting lineups here from Marmion.
Joseph Chargers, we have at one guard number 5, a 6'1" junior, Reggie Strong.
Reggie Strong starting.
At another guard, number 21, 6'4", senior Malik Anderson.
This would be Malik Anderson.
At center, number 24, 6'8" freshman Kyle Thomas.
Kyle Thomas in the starting lineup as a freshman.
Forward, number 22, 6'4" junior Marcus Beckton.
Marcus Beckton also in the starting lineup.
Forward, number 23, 6'2".
and Brandon Malone.
St. Joseph's coached by Mr. Gene Pingator, assisted by Mr. Bill Riley, Mr. Tom McMahon, Mr. Chuck Murphy, and Mr. Cliff Scales. Now the starting lineup for our Marmion Cadets. At one guard, number 4, 6-foot senior Tommy Surges.
Tommy Surges starting for Marmion.
At the other guard, number 20, 6-foot junior Carlos Lees.
Carlos Lees.
At one forward, number 5, 6-foot 1-inch junior Quinn Rollins.
Quinn Rollins also starting for the Cadets.
At another forward, number 10, 6-foot 3-inch senior Ryan McMahon.
Ryan McMahon also starting.
At another forward, number 12, 6-foot 3-inch senior John Reed.
And the Cadets starting lineup rounded out by John Reed. Marmion's coached by Tony Young. St. Joseph by Gene Pingator. And we are just about ready for tip-off here between St. Joseph and Marmion.
Your officials for this evening's varsity game, Mr. J.J. Stanbring, Mr. Nitin Rao, and Mr. Reggie Berry.
Kyle Thomas preparing for the tip-off for St. Joe's. Thomas at 6'8". And he will go up against Quinn Rollins, Marmion, who is at 6'1", so quite a mismatch there on the tip-off.
Rollins and Thomas to jump center to open the game.
Thomas wins the tip, but it's into the hands of Marmion, and right away getting to the hoop was Tommy Surges. He was fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws to start it off.
Personal foul charge against number 5, Reggie Strong of St. Joseph, his first.
And the foul goes on Strong. That's his first on the Chargers as a team.
2 shots.
Surges makes the first free throw. So Marmion with an early 1-0 lead here with 7:57 to play in the first quarter. Second free throw from Surges, also good. And it's 2-0 Cadets here early. Marmion applying a bit of pressure here in the backcourt. A 3-man press. And a turnover from the Chargers. It's back to Marmion. Surges at the top of the key. Surges dribbles to the elbow. Now at the wing. Takes a 3 and sinks it. And it's 5-0 just like that. Marmion jumping out to an early lead. 5 points in 18 seconds. And the Chargers seem a bit rattled here on the road. Bit of a lackadaisical start here for St. Joseph. Seems surprised by that full court press from Marmion, led to a turnover, and then an easy 3 on the other end for Marmion. So Coach Pingator takes the first time out for the Chargers. Marmion again will have that press going. 3 men in the backcourt. It's into Strong. Across the court for Malone. Back across to the right side, Strong. Now up ahead, Becton. Becton on the outside, back for Strong near half court. To Anderson. Now it's Becton on the baseline, and he nearly lost the basketball. It's stolen away by Marmion's Quinn Rollins. Rollins ahead to Surges on the near side of the floor, across the court to John Reed. His 3 in the corner is good. It's 8-0 Marmion, less than a minute into the ball game. Here's Reggie Strong in the backcourt. Up ahead for Thomas. Thomas in the front court, and he has the easy lay-in as the Chargers broke the press with ease there. 8-2. Marmion with the lead. 6:55 to play first quarter. Here's Lease. Lease on the left wing. Over for Quinn Rollins. Now top of the key. 3 on the way. John Reed nails another one. It's 11-2 Marmion. They've made 3 threes already. And the Chargers have to defend the perimeter. Reggie Strong nearly lost the basketball. Battle for it, and it's stolen by Marmion. Here's Surges, top of the key for Rollins. Baseline jumper. The 2-point jumper is good. 13-2 Marmion. 6:20 to play first quarter. Chargers break the press. Becton has a wide open right-handed lay-in for two. It's 13-4. Surgis brings it over half court, guarded by Strong. Surgis on the right side, gives for Reed, well beyond the three-point line. To the top of the key, Rollins. Now it's Lease. Lease driving baseline to the left side, swatted away by Kyle Thomas, out of bounds. It'll stay with Marmion. Nice help side defense there by Kyle Thomas to get the block. It'll stay with the Cadets, though. They'll inbound from the near side of the floor. Carlos Lease, the inbounds man, into Reed. Reed back for Lease on the left wing, guarded by Malik Anderson. Reese dribbles back out near half court, gets a screen. Now he's at the top of the key, lost the dribble, had to give over to Rollins. Rollins driving the baseline, dishes back out. Surgis, left wing three on the way, not there. Rebound to the Chargers, nearly stolen away by Surgis as he came crashing in to Brandon Malone. It's out of bounds off Marmion, so the Chargers will have it inbounding from underneath their own basket. 5:38 left in the first quarter. Marmion leading this one 13-4. A surprising start. The 7-11 Cadets come out playing well here. Now a wide open Marcus Becton as the Chargers have started to break this press. 13-6. 5:20 to play, first quarter. Surgis on the far side of the floor gets a screen at the top of the key, drives the left side, right down the lane with the runner, off back iron, the rebound to Kyle Thomas. Chargers looking to push it now. Here is Becton down the lane on the right side. He is fouled as he went up to the hoop. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Becton already with 4 of the 6 Charger points. That foul is called on Carlos Lease. That is his first foul, and the first foul on the Cadets as a team.
Marcus Becton, 2 shots.
Becton gets the roll on the first free throw. Makes it 13-7. Second free throw from Becton. This one's off back iron. No good. 13-7. Reed up ahead in the front court for Marmion. His three, not there this time. The rebound to Kyle Thomas. Now it's Strong on the far side of the floor. Strong brings it up the midcourt. Now it's to Malone. Back to Strong. Top of the key. He dribbles out back near half court. Now on the right wing, it's Malone for Malik Anderson. Anderson guarded by Lease. Anderson looking to drive the lane, then dishes out. Becton thought about the three, decided against it. Now he gives back for Strong near half court. Strong on the far side of the floor. 4.5 minutes to play in the first. He fires from 3. Reggie Strong, no good there. Rebound tipped and taken by Marmion. Surgis in the backcourt. He brings it over the midcourt stripe. Top of the key, 3 on the way from Surgis. Off the front of the rim, no good. Battle for the basketball. It's taken by Marmion. So a second chance here on this possession for the Cadets. Carlos Lease dribbles near half court. Guarded by Strong. Now it's Reed on the left wing. He fires from 3. In and out. Rebound taken by Kyle Thomas. Here's Malone on the right side. Now it's Becton right corner. Back for Reggie Strong on the right wing. Dribbles to the top of the key. Now over to the left side. Drives left lane. Off the glass. Not there. Rebound taken by Marmion, but then stolen by St. Joe's. Reggie Strong goes up, and he is fouled as he made the bucket. He'll go to the line looking to complete the three-point play. And it's now 13-9, that foul on Surgis. Well, the Cadets came out firing from three-point land. They made 3 threes in the first couple of minutes of this ball game. Since then, they've gone cold, and St. Joe's has cut it to a 4-point game. Reggie Strong with this free throw, looking to make it a 3-point game, and he does.
14, Nick Reed, reporting into the Cadet lineup.
And Nick Reed has entered the game for Marmion. Still the original starting lineup on the floor for the Chargers. 3:40 to play first quarter. 13-10. Marmion with the lead in the basketball. Surgis brings it over half court for Nick Reed. Reed on the right wing. Gives to his brother John. Now to Surgis on the left wing. Surgis thought about the 3. Instead dishes down. Baseline jumper. No good from Ryan McMahon. And the rebound taken by Marcus Becton. Becton up the right side looking to pass. Has it stolen away. Now it's stolen back by the Chargers. Now going to the hoop is Malone. He has the finger roll for 2, and it's 13-12, a 1-point game. 8-0 run for the Chargers. They were trailing this one or rather it's a 10-0 run here. The Chargers were trailing 13-2. Surgis driving down the right side of the lane, off the glass and good for 2. 15-12, Marmion with the lead, 2:50 to play, first quarter. An entertaining back and forth first quarter here between St. Joseph and Marmion. Reggie Strong near the top of the key for Becton. Now back out Strong, right wing. Strong guarded by Surgis, and he is fouled.
Personal foul charge against number 4, Tommy Surgis of the Cadets, his second.
Foul called on Surgis. That's his second. Third on Marmion as a team. Carlos Lease re-entering the ball game for Surgis with those 2 fouls. And that's a big loss for the Cadets, Surgis being their best player. 2:30 to play, Chargers trailing 15-12. Reggie Strong at the top of the key for Brandon Malone, the far corner. Takes a baseline jumper, airballs it, saved by Marmion on the rebound. So here come the Cadets with Nick Reed. Reed brings it over half court. Reed guarded by Malik Anderson. Now it's over for Lease. Lease near midcourt for John Reed. Reed on the right wing, back for Lease. Lease well beyond the three-point line. 2 minutes to play first quarter. And a timeout will be taken by Marmion head coach Anthony Young with 2:04 to play here in the first quarter. Marmion leading this one 15-12 at home. Chargers have a huge size advantage in this one, but early on here haven't looked inside too much, and that's something Coach Pingator may want them to do the rest of this first quarter. Marmion roster does not have a player over 6'3" in the regular rotation.
Into the St. Joseph lineup.
And, of course, for St. Joseph, you've got Kyle Thomas at 6'8", Marcus Becton at 6'8", Malik Anderson at 6'4", Becton at 6'4". Big size advantage, but the Chargers haven't used it so far here tonight. Lease near midcourt for Nick Reed on the left wing. Reed guarded by Malik Anderson. Now for Lease. Lease at the top of the key. Lease dribbles around the right wing. Elbow jumper is good. 17-12 Marmion. 1:43 to play first quarter. Reggie Strong near the top of the key and double dribble. Picked up his dribble briefly and then put it back down on the floor for the double dribble and the turnover. Back to Marmion. Nick Reed with it near half court for Lease. 1:30 to play first quarter. Into the corner, Reed. Now driving the lane. John Reed off the glass and good with a short jumper. John Reed already with 8 points. Marmion back up to a 7-point lead, 19-12. Reggie Strong on the far side of the floor. Strong over for Malik Anderson. Anderson to John Robinson. Robinson in the right corner. Robinson looking to drive the lane. Short jumper off back iron, no good. The rebound to Marmion. Nick Reed brings it over half court for Sean Cavanaugh. Now down to Quinn Rollins underneath the hoop. Now a 3 on the way from John Reed, and he nails it from long range. He has 11 points. It's 22-12 Marmion. The lead back up to 10 for the Cadets. Reggie Strong over half court. Strong to John Robinson, right corner. 30 seconds left in this first quarter. Chargers trailing by 10. Strong guarded by Lease. "19 seconds in this first quarter. Strong now drives the lane. Now to Anderson, top of the key, 3 on the way. That's short. Offensive rebound. John Robinson gets it to go, and the foul. Robinson came flying down the lane for the 2 points, and then he was fouled as well. Chance to complete the 3-point play here at the free throw line.
Good by number 12, John Robinson. Robinson at the line, 1 shot.
And Robinson does not make the free throw. And now a foul called on St. Joe's. 22-14 the score.
St. Joseph, his first, team second.
6.8 seconds left.
10, Ryan McMahon.
That foul called on Robinson. 6.8 left. Marmion inbounding from near half court. On the near sideline here, near the stage here at Marmion. Nick Reed near half court. Now it's stolen by Anderson. Anderson with 1 second, and he cannot beat the buzzer with the lay-in. He did not get it off. So at the end of the first quarter, the score, Marmion 22, St. Joe's 14. A hot shooting start for the Cadets as they made 4 threes in that first quarter to jump out to a 22-14 lead. We're going to take a quick break here on Arena Sportsnet. Welcome back here to Marmion. The Cadets leading this one 22-14 over the Chargers at the end of one. In that first quarter, John Reed for Marmion with 11 points, made 3 threes in that first quarter. As a team, the Cadets made 4. St. Joe starting with the basketball here in the second quarter, trailing by 8. Here's Robinson beyond the three-point line. Now it's Becton. Back for Strong. Becton. Marmion going with a zone defense here. Robinson beyond the three-point line for Anderson, right corner. Robinson, right wing. Back for Anderson, right corner. 3 on the way. Well long. Offensive rebound by Becton, not there. Thomas had another offensive rebound, but then it's stolen away by Marmion. Here's Surgis driving on the right side. He gets the lay-in to go. Surgis has 9 points for the Cadets. It's 24-14. The lead back up to 10 for Marmion. Reggie Strong for Becton. Strong on the left wing. Robinson right corner. Robinson back out Anderson. Now Strong on the left wing. Back for Becton left corner. Strong with a long 3 on the way. Nothing but net there from Reggie Strong. 24-17. Chargers trailing it by 7. Marmion back with the basketball. 6:58 to play second quarter. Carlos Lease bringing it up the floor for the Cadets, guarded by Anderson, down low underneath. Wide open is Nick Reed. His lay-in from under the hoop is a wild shot. Rebound taken by the Chargers. Strong pushing down the floor, driving the lane. Outside, Robinson, 3 on the way. In and out. Offensive rebound. Becton puts it up and in. And that is where the Chargers are going to make their comeback on the glass. They have that height advantage. It's 24-19. Now Surgis with a free throw line jumper the other way. Off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to Becton. Becton over for Strong on the right side. Up ahead, Robinson on the left wing. Back for Becton. Becton on the far side of the floor. Gives back off for Robinson. Now across the court to the right side for Strong. Strong back across Becton. Left corner. Now left wing Robinson. Robinson spinning his way left side of the lane. The underhanded scoop is off the glass and in. 24-21. 7-0 run for the Chargers cuts the Marmion lead to 3 points. 5:57 to play in the first half. Nick Reed driving the left side for Marmion. Stops his dribble. Gives back for John Reed near half court. And a foul is called. Offensive foul off the basketball called on Marmion. John Reed's got a little bit of facial hair going. He better get that taken care of before the break ends here at Marmion, because if I recall correctly, still a policy of no facial hair here at Marmion or the hair touching the ears. So you better get that taken care of before school starts on Monday. Here's Hardaway under the hoop. He scores easily. And Antonio Hardaway has his first points. It's a 1-point game. Marmion back with the basketball, and a foul called on John Robinson. That is his second.
the third team foul.
Or rather, the score is 24-24. There may have been a mistake on the scoreboard. So we are knotted up here at Marmion. Surgis driving the left side, swatted by Antonio Hardaway out of bounds. It will stay with the Cadets. Brandon Malone comes back on the floor for John Robinson, who picked up those 2 fouls here early on in the first half. Carlos Lease inbounds into Surgis. Surgis near the top of the key, dribbles to the right wing. Surgis setting up the offense for the Cadets. 5 minutes left in this first half. We're tied up at 24. Surgis drives the lane, dishes out for McMahon. Baseline jumper, not there. Rebound to Reggie Strong. Strong pushing ahead for the Chargers at the top of the key. Then for Malone, back for Strong. Strong for Anderson in the right corner. Fakes the 3, drives off the glass. It's good. And the Chargers have their first lead of the ball game. 25-24. So the scoreboard was incorrect briefly, and it was 24-23. So the Chargers now lead by 1. 4:27 left to play in the first half. This jumper no good for Marmion. St. Joe's takes the rebound. Anderson up ahead for Strong, and an offensive foul as Marmion's John Reed takes the charge.
Player control foul, number 5, Reggie Strong of St. Joseph.
Second foul on Strong. That's the third team foul on the Chargers.
Get that lineup.
Four minutes left to play in this first half. 25-24 St. Joe's. Quinn Rollins with a free throw line jumper off the glass. The bank was open from the free throw line. Marmion back in the lead, 26-25. 3:50 to play in this first half. Here's Hardaway on the outside. Gives for Anderson, top of the key. Anderson to the right wing for Becton. 3:30 to play first half. Chargers trailing by 1. Becton looking to drive off the glass and in, plus the foul.
Personal foul charge against number 12, John Reed of the Cadets. His first.
Marcus Becton already with 9 points.
The basket was good. 22, Marcus Becton.
Looking for 10 with the free throw here. And he gets the roll. 10 points now for Becton. 28-26 Chargers. And Akeem Shaheed Owens enters for St. Joe's for the first time tonight. Applying some pressure in the backcourt. Surgis bringing it ahead. Surgis driving the baseline off the glass and good. He broke through the Chargers defense, had a wide open lane to the bucket. We're tied at 28. 3:15 to play here in the first half. Becton on the left wing. Becton near half court. Gives over for Brandon Malone on the right wing. To the top of the key for Shaheed Owens. Now to Anderson on the right wing. Anderson fakes the 3, drives off the glass, and he is fouled. He will go to the line for 2 free throws.
Personal foul charge against number 5, Quinn Rollins with the Cadets. His first.
Foul called on Quinn Rollins, his first.
Team foul.
7th on the Cadets as a team. Anderson, nothing but net on the first free throw. 29-28 Chargers, 2:52 to play in the first half. Second free throw from Malik, also good. 30-28 Chargers, and St. Joe's going with a full court press here, a man-to-man full court press. Marmion having some trouble finding the inbounds. They get it into Surgis, and he is fouled.
Personal foul charge against number 21, Malik Anderson of St. Joseph, his first.
Called on Malik Anderson, his first. That is the 6th foul on the Chargers as a team. or rather the 5th. Here's Surgis bringing over half court on the right side. 2:40 to play first half, 30-28, St. Joe's in the lead. Nick Reed over for Surgis in the right corner. Surgis fakes the 3, drives to the basket, off the glass, and good. Surgis has had so much success driving to the hoop. He has 13 points, and we're knotted up at 30. Under 2.5 to play in the first half. Becton on the right side. Becton drives all the way to the hoop, got the roll-off back iron. Becton now with 12 points, and it's 32-30. A reach-in foul called here on Shaheed Owens.
His first,
Sixth on the Chargers as a team, so the next one would put Marmion in the 1-1. 2:14 to play first half. Nick Reed inbounding near the scorer's table here at Marmion. Into Surgis. Surgis over half court. Nearly fell down, but was able to keep his dribble. On the far side of the floor, Surgis fires a free throw line jumper. Nothing but net. Surgis is on fire in this second quarter. Has 8 points in the second, 15 on the night. We're tied at 32. Malik Anderson posting up, finds a wide open Hardaway for a two-handed slam. 34-32 Chargers as Hardaway threw that down with authority. 1:35 left in the first half. Here's Surgis on the left wing. McMahon open in the corner, guarded by Hardaway. Now it's John Reed. Left wing long 2, not there. The rebound to Hardaway. Now Becton will take it with 1:20 left in the first half. Over for Anderson on the left side of the floor, dribbles to midcourt. Now it's Shaheed Owens on the right side, well beyond the three-point line. Back for Anderson, left wing. They're looking for Shaheed Owens under the hoop, out of bounds. Last touch by the Chargers. It will go to Marmion. 1:09 left in the first half, 34-32. The Chargers with the lead. They've trailed by as many as 11 in this one. .105 left. Lease brings it over half court for the Cadets. Then Kavanaugh fakes the 3, goes with a short 2 baseline jumper, and he has it. 34-34, under a minute to play first half. Brandon Malone brings it up the floor for the Chargers. He's over half court, guarded by Nick Reed. Now it's for Shaheed Owens on the right wing, looking for the entry pass to Hardaway, who's backing his way into Becton now at the top of the key. Becton dribbles back out near half court. 40 seconds left in the first half. We're tied at 34. Malik Anderson setting up the offense with 32 to play in this first half. And a 5-second violation called on Malik Anderson as Anderson protested the call there. He didn't feel the defense was tight enough there from Nick Reed. He thought he was just dribbling out clock. But the 5 seconds was called, and it's a turnover. It goes back to Marmion, and you would think with 25 seconds left in the first half, Marmion would hold for the last shot of this first half. We're tied at 34. It's been a back-and-forth first half. Surgis for Carlos Lease on the right wing. 12 seconds. Lease, free throw line jumper. No good. Rebound tipped. Last touched by the Chargers. It will stay with Marmion. They will inbound from under the Charger hoop. 7.7 to play. Lease to Reed for 3. He got it. John Reed hits another 3. Oh, but at the buzzer! Antonio Hardaway, count it! A half-court shot from Antonio Hardaway, and the Chargers will take a 37-36 lead to the half. What a first half between St. Joseph and Marmion. 37-36 at the half as Hardaway nails the half-court jumper at the buzzer to end the half just after it looked like John Reed had made a huge 3. It's 37-36. They ruled that Reed's was a 2. His foot was on the line, but Hardaway's was certainly a 3. It was from beyond half court. And so the score at the half, the St. Joseph Chargers 37, the Marmion Cadets 36. And if you were not able to join us earlier tonight, had the chance to sit down with St. Joseph Chargers head coach Gene Pingator before tonight's game. So here is the interview from earlier tonight, from before tonight's game with St. Joseph Chargers head coach Gene Pingator. We're here with St. Joseph Chargers head coach Gene Pingator before tonight's game against Marmion. Coach, any extra motivation going against my alma mater here tonight?
Well, if I had known, there would be. No, I'm only kidding. I think what happens after you come out of a holiday tournament, you got to get back to normal, so to speak. And we're hoping that the games we played at Christmas will jumpstart us. Yep. So this is first game back, conference game, and I'm hoping we play well.
Well, Coach, that first game of the holiday tournament, obviously a tough loss, but then to go on and win the consolation championship, how do you feel that can push you guys into this second half of the season?
It's important. The fact that they won 3 in a row, to win 3 games at Proviso is always good. The fact that we played 4, that's what a coach wants to do. So we'll see. I'm thinking in many years we've been there, oftentimes the Proviso tournament has jump-started us to have a good second half.
Unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to watch the tournament. What did you feel were the keys to getting those 3 wins in the consolation championship?
I think we played better defense. We have been struggling, and hopefully we're going to carry it forward. We have balanced scoring. There was more chemistry. I don't think we're there yet, but I think it's developing.
Yeah.
So all the things you talk about, we started to put it together. It's very typical of our teams. Over the years, I think we started playing our best ball in January.
Well, we've talked about it a few times this season, Coach. You've got a couple of transfers, a couple of freshmen that are contributing. Are you starting to see that chemistry really coming together with this team?
A little bit. Not where I'd like it to be, but that's okay. It's still early. This is the month we have to really try to put it together.
January is where you got to really start getting that momentum going. Coach, Marmion, they've struggled a bit this year. What are you expecting from them, or what have you seen from them?
They're going to be very competitive. They're going to play hard, and they're going to come at us. So I'm just hoping my kids respond to the challenge. They're going to meet their intensity.
Well, you said it last year before the Whitney Young game. When that other team sees St. Joe's on the jersey, it can definitely bring out that extra edge.
Absolutely. They don't understand that yet, but hopefully they will.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you for the time, and hopefully you can get a win tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks again to Coach Pingator for taking the time out tonight. We're going to take a quick break here on Arena Sportsnet. We will be back with you at around 7:45. St. Joseph leading this one by 1 point, 37-36, after the half-court buzzer beater by Antonio Hardaway. Should be an exciting second half here on Arena Sportsnet. Welcome back here to Marmion Academy. St. Joseph leading it 37-36. Really a thrilling first half between these teams. Antonio Hardaway closing it out with a half-court buzzer beater to give the Chargers that 1-point lead. That was just after John Reed of Marmion made a long two with 6 seconds left, but Hardaway able to make the half-court shot to end that first half. But I said it near the end of the first quarter, the Chargers need to be able to use that size advantage that they have. Marmion without a player over 6'3" out on the floor. The Chargers come out there with their starting lineup: Malik Anderson, Reggie Strong, Kyle Thomas, or rather John Robinson out there as well, and Marcus Becton. Brandon Malone started the game for the Chargers, but he's on the bench right now. Robinson out there. Marmion starting with the basketball here, 37-36 Chargers. John Reed with it at the top of the key to Quinn Rollins on the right wing. Back top of the key, Surges. This is blocked by Kyle Thomas. The rebound taken by Malik Anderson. John Robinson brings it up the left side. Left wing three on the way from Strong. Nothing but net. Reggie Strong now with 9 points. 40-36 Chargers. That's their largest lead of the night at 4 points. The Chargers have trailed this one by as many as 11. Marmion jumped out early to a 13-2 lead. They made 4 3-pointers in that first quarter. But now a foul called on the far side of the floor, and John Robinson, that's his third. And Brandon Malone will check in for Robinson with those 3 fouls. Here's Surges in the backcourt. 7:25 to play here in the third quarter. 40-36 St. Joe's. John Reed at the top of the key. Reed looking for Rollins, trying to find a pass. Eventually gets it to Surges beyond the 3-point line. Surges driving the left side of the lane. Dishes to a wide-open McMahon, who has the lay-in off the glass. Defensive breakdown there for the Chargers as McMahon was wide open underneath the hoop for an easy 2. 40-38 Chargers, 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Strong for Becton on the left wing to Kyle Thomas, who's posting up. Thomas, and he's called for an offensive foul. They're going to say Thomas used his elbow there, and he's called for the offensive foul.
Second team foul.
Chargers bringing a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Surges dribbling near his own free throw line. Guarded by Strong. Surges on the right side of the floor. Strong playing tight defense on him. He went down to a knee but kept his dribble. Spins. Short jumper. What a play by Surges as he got it to go. The 10-footer after the spin move. That ties it up at 40. 6:30 to play in the third. They go back for Thomas posting up. Back outside Becton. Now Strong. Right wing three. Off the mark. Rebound to Marmion. Cadets quickly the other way. Here's McMahon in the right corner. Back out Lease for three. In and out. Rebound to Kyle Thomas. Malik Anderson brings it over half court for the Chargers. 6 minutes to play in the third. Becton on the outside for Malik Anderson. Under the basket. In close. Gets it to go from the left side of the hoop. Malik Anderson with 6 points, 42-40. The Chargers with a 2-point lead. 5:40 to play in the third. Lease guarded tightly by Malone. Now it's John Reed. Reed takes a baseline jumper. Nothing but net for John Reed. And he has 15 points. We're tied at 42. 5:25 to play in the third. Becton on the left side, looking for Malik Anderson. Foul called. This will go on Quinn Rollins of Marmion. That's his second.
Personal foul charge with number 5, Quinn Rollins of the Cadets, his second. First team foul of the second half. 14, Nick Reed, reporting into the Cadet lineup.
Nick Reed comes in for Marmion. Malik Anderson looking to inbound here. Into Reggie Strong in the left corner. Strong with Surges on him. Now it's Malik Anderson, left wing. Anderson driving the baseline, gets the roll, plus the foul. He'll go to the line looking to complete the 3-point play.
Personal foul charge against number 4, Tommy Surgis of the Cadets.
That's on Surgis. That's his third, and Surgis has 17 points tonight. He'll have to head to the bench.
Good with the basket at the line.
Chargers lead it now 44-42. Here's the free throw from Anderson. He sinks it. So Malik Anderson 3 for 3 at the line tonight. He's got 9 points. Up ahead, John Reed, wide open, right corner 3. Off back iron, no good. The rebound to Brandon Malone. Chargers looking to push it with Reggie Strong. Strong down the lane, loses the handle, out of bounds. It will go to Marmion. 45-42 Chargers, 4:52 left here in the third quarter. Chargers applying pressure in the backcourt, nearly stolen away, but it's to John Reed. Now he hands off for Lease. Lease to a wide open Quinn Rollins. Fouled from behind by Kyle Thomas.
Personal foul charge against number 24, Kyle Thomas. His second, team's third, Quinn Rollins.
Third foul on the Chargers as a team. Rollins to the free throw line. Makes the first. 45-43, 4:46 left in the third. Second free throw from Rollins. Also good. 1 point game here with 4:45 to play in the third quarter. Strong over midcourt for Brandon Malone. Now Kyle Thomas backing his way in against McMahon. Fall away jumper. No good. And then a foul on the floor in the battle for the rebound. This is called against Marmion on Carlos Lease. So the Chargers will inbound from underneath the Cadet basket to the right of the basket. Anderson, and a foul called before that inbounds pass.
Personal foul charge against number 14, Nick Reed of the Cadets.
Foul called on Nick Reed of Marmion. Anderson looking for an inbounds pass into Kyle Thomas. Thomas hands off back for Reggie Strong. Strong in the left wing. Now for Malone near half court. Malone near midcourt in the middle of the floor to the left wing for Anderson. Anderson spinning. Has Quinn Rollins guarding him tightly. Gives off for Malone. Now Reggie Strong in the left wing. Anderson backing his way in. His jumper goes off the side of the rim. Marmion with the rebound and looking to push. Quinn Rollins up ahead, and he is fouled hard. Goes down to the floor. He'll have 2 free throws. Foul called on Brandon Malone.
Number 23, Brandon Malone.
That's his first. Antonio Hardaway getting the call off the bench. About ready to check in. Rollins shooting 2. First free throw, no good.
Number 33, Antonio Hardaway, reporting into the St. Joseph lineup.
And Hardaway will come onto the floor for Kyle Thomas. Second free throw. This one is good from Quinn Rollins. Ties up the game at 45. 3:55 to play here in the third quarter. Reggie Strong controlling in the backcourt for the Chargers on the right side of the floor. Brings it over half court. Strong makes a move. Step back jumper. Can't get it to go. Off front iron. Rebound taken by Hardaway. Too strong in the mid lane. And a reach-in foul is called.
Personal foul charge against number 20.
That's called on Carlos Lease. That's his 4th foul and the 5th on the Cadets as a team. Quinn Rollins checks back in for Marmion. Anderson looking for an inbounds pass. Having some trouble. Able to eventually get it into Becton. Becton off the glass on the right side. Not there. The rebound being battled for and taken by Marmion Sean Cavanaugh. Nick Reed on the left side. Reed looking back for McMahon. It was tipped by St. Joe's? No, it was not. It's into the backcourt and an over and back, so we'll go to the Chargers. Marmion was arguing for the tip there into the backcourt, but they'll say it was not tipped, so it's an over and back, and St. Joe's with the basketball. 3:20 to play in the third. We're tied at 45. Becton in the left corner for Brandon Malone. Malone on the left wing, long two-point jumper, and it was nearly out, but it fell for him. Malone has 4 points, 47-45 Chargers. 3 minutes to play in the third. Surgis near half court, setting up the offense for the Cadets for Quinn Rollins. Rollins on the left wing. Back for John Reed, and a timeout will be taken by Marmion head coach Anthony Young. 47-45, St. Joe's with a 2-point lead with 2:48 to play here in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break here on Arena Sportsnet. Marmion with a 2-point, or rather St. Joe's with a 2-point lead, 47-45. As the Chargers are on the road here at Marmion. 2:48 left in this third quarter in what has been a back-and-forth battle between these two Chicago Catholic League teams. Marmion will have the ball here coming out of the timeout. John Reed inbounds into the backcourt for his brother Nick. Now it's Kavanaugh. Back for Reed on the left wing. Now McMahon left corner. McMahon gives back for John Reed. 2:30 to play in the third. Reed guarded tightly by Becton. Now it's Rollins. Rollins in the left corner. Rollins tightly guarded by Anderson. Now McMahon, who has Hardaway on him beyond the three-point line, looking for Nick Reed. Tipped and last touch by the Chargers. It will stay with Marmion. Tommy Surgis checking back in for the Cadets, and that's good news for them as he has 17 points on the night. Kavanaugh with the inbounds into Rollins on the baseline. McMahon with an elbow jumper from the left side. Off the backboard, hard rebound taken by Reggie Strong. Strong pushing all the way up the floor, down the lane. Dishes down to Anderson, who has the two.
Basket by 21, Malik Anderson.
49-45, Chargers. Strong third quarter for Malik Anderson. Now it's stolen by Reggie Strong. Here's Malone to Becton with the right-handed lay-in. And the Chargers all of a sudden have a 6-point lead on a 6-0 run. Becton has 14 points. 1:48 left here in the third quarter. That jumper short. Rebound to Anderson. Anderson looking to push. Anderson up the left side. To the outside. Malone for three on the right side. Not there off the side of the rim. The rebound taken by in the third quarter. Here's Surgis near half court. Gives over for John Reed. Reed at the free throw line. Dishes for Rollins. Drives baseline off the glass and in from the right side. 9 points for Quinn Rollins. 51-47. St. Joe's with the lead. Just about a minute left here in the third quarter. Becton on the right side. Gives from Malone near half court in the middle of the floor. Malone at the top of the key. Drives the right side. And a travel.
14.
Another turnover back to Marmion. 51-47 Chargers. 51 seconds left here in the third. And Brandon Malone will head to the bench as Shaheed Owens checks in for the Chargers. Surgis in the backcourt. Surgis all the way up the floor near the elbow, trying to give a cross-court pass, stolen by Hardaway. Hardaway jumped the pass, driving the lane with the scoop off the glass, not there. And it's taken by Marmion on the rebound with 35 seconds left in the third. Up ahead to John Reed. Reed on the left side off the glass. It's good. Reed has 17, 51-49, a 2-point lead for the Chargers. 20 seconds left, and you would think the Chargers will hold for the last shot of this third quarter. Reggie Strong dribbling out clock near the right side of the floor. 10 seconds left in this third. Now down to 8, 7. Strong at the right side, drives to the left side, gets the finger roll to go with 1 second left in the third, and that will do it for this third quarter. The Chargers lead it 53-49 as we head to the fourth quarter of what has been a great basketball game. 53-49, the Chargers with the lead. They led by 1 at the end of the first half. They now lead it by 4. Malik Anderson had 9 points in that third quarter. He has 13 for the game. Tommy Surgis and John Reed, both with 17 apiece for Marmion. For St. Joe's, Marcus Beckton leading the way with 14, Malik Anderson with 13, Reggie Strong with 11, Antonio Hardaway with 7.
Possession to St. Joseph to open the fourth quarter of play.
The Chargers will start the fourth quarter with the basketball. Reggie Strong brings it over half court. Chargers moving from right to left. Strong on the right side to Anderson at the top of the key. Dishes down Hardaway, posting up off the glass and in. Hardaway using his size to his advantage there. 55-49. Chargers with a 6-point lead. That matches their largest of the night. St. Joe's applying some pressure in the backcourt here. Beckton getting pressure on Reed. Up ahead for Rollins. Rollins near the top of the key for McMahon. Right baseline jumper, not there. The rebound taken by Marmion on a long rebound, but now stolen by Robinson. Robinson ahead to Reggie Strong. Strong using his speed, getting to the hoop with the left hand in the lay-in. 57-49, an 8-point lead for the Chargers with 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Now Surgis drives the other way with the left hand. Too easy on the other end. The Chargers did not get back defensively. 57-51. The Chargers was 6-point lead. Robinson for Strong on the right side. Back for Robinson, top of the key. Robinson back for Strong, right corner. Now Hardaway again underneath the hoop, but he can't get the lay-in to go from in close. Here comes Marmion the other way. Up ahead for McMahon. He has the right-handed lay-in. No! He can't make the bunny. Both teams struggling from in close. 6:30 to play in the fourth, and that's a break for St. Joe's. Strong fires from 3, not there. 6.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Surgis trying to drive, lost the basketball, saved by the Chargers. Up ahead to Robinson, trying to chase down a long pass. Can't get to it, out of bounds. A turnover, it will go to Marmion. A chaotic sequence there. But the Charger lead remains at 6:20 to play here in the fourth, 57-51. Marmion trying to slow the pace down. You just heard the Cadet head coach Anthony Young telling his team to slow the pace down here. Although they trail by 6, plenty of time left with 6 minutes. Surgis, right side 3 on the way. Hits iron there, the rebound to the Chargers. John Robinson brings it over half court. He'll slow things down. Robinson to the right side, now Becton. Becton on the right side makes a nice move, and a timeout is taken by St. Joseph Chargers head coach Gene Pingator. And the Chargers lead it 57-51 with 5:42 left in the fourth quarter.
North Lawndale, Chicago.
5:42 left in the fourth quarter. 57-51. The Chargers with a 6-point lead on the road over Marmion.
Carlos Lease back on the floor for the Cadets.
Chargers with the lineup of John Robinson, Reggie Strong, Malik Anderson, Antonio Hardaway, and Marcus Becton on the floor. Marmion with John Reed, Tommy Surgis, Ryan McMahon, Carlos Lease, and Quinn Rollins. Chargers with the ball. They lead by 6. 5:42 to play. Strong over half court for Becton. Becton on the left wing. Becton out for Strong. Strong on the baseline, trying to pass it back. It's stolen by Lease from Marmion. Here's John Reed on the right wing. Reed trying to dish back for Lease. Lease now out to the left side. Left corner three from Quinn Rollins. That's well long. Offensive rebound by McMahon. Puts it back up and in. 57-53. 4-point lead for the Chargers. Malik Anderson on the left side. Timeout is taken by Gene Pingator. 5 minutes left in this one. A 4-point game. 57-53. The Chargers clinging on to a 4-point lead. So it is a 4-point game. 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Been a great game between these two teams, and as we said early on, any game in the Chicago Catholic League, it's going to be a challenge. Night in, night out. This Marmion team has suffered some big losses this season, but they are playing very tough tonight on their home floor.
Sean Kavanaugh back on the floor for the Cadets.
So the final 5 minutes, 5 fouls have been called so far in the second half on Marmion, 4 on St. Joe's. Chargers have 2 timeouts left. Marmion has 3 timeouts left. Strong near half court. Strong on the right side, guarded by Surgis. Now it's Becton for Robinson. Robinson near half court. Robinson looking for Becton, left corner. Becton driving baseline, trying to get to the hoop. And he had it blocked away. Marmion coming the other way with Lease. Lease trying to drive the left side, stripped away from him, out of bounds. A last touch by the Chargers. So Marmion will keep it. 4:30 to play here in this fourth quarter. 57-53 Chargers. Lease will inbound from the right side. In for John Reed, his three, in and out. Chargers with the rebound. Reggie Strong brings it over half court. Now gives for John Robinson with just over 4 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Strong driving the right side, dishes for Becton in the right corner. They give back for Robinson near half court. Chargers trying to run some clock here. Robinson dribbles back to the right wing, now for Malik Anderson near half court in the left corner. Back for Robinson, right in the middle of the court near half court. Now he looks to drive, loses the dribble, gives back for Malik Anderson with 3:40 left. Marmion having to ramp up the pressure here as the Chargers just look to run clock, and now a foul is called on Marmion.
Personal foul charge against number 24.
Foul called on Sean Cavanaugh.
Sean Cavanaugh of the Cadets. His first.
First on him.
Quinn Rollins back into the Cadet lineup.
Quinn Rollins re-enters for Marmion. One more foul puts the Chargers at the free throw line. Strong all the way to the bucket. He is fouled as he was rising up, maybe trying to dunk that one. He lost the ball, but he was slapped on the arm. He'll go to the line for two. 3:38 left in the fourth. That's the seventh foul on the Cadets. First free throw from Strong. That's good. 58-53. 5-point game. Second free throw from Strong. No good off the back of the rim. Tipped out of bounds. And the official signaled the wrong way initially. It was last touched by Marmion. So St. Joe's will keep it. 58-53. So a chance for a 3 and possibly 4-point possession after that rebound's tipped out of bounds by Marmion. Anderson looking for the inbounds. Gets it into Becton in the left corner. 3.5 minutes to play. A 5-point lead for the Chargers. Reggie Strong dribbles out near half court. Under 3.5 minutes now. Strong with the crossover. Has it stolen by Surgis. Surgis going all the way to the hoop. Fouled by Robinson. The bucket was no good, but he'll have 2 free throws.
Personal foul charge against number 12, John Robinson.
Foul called on Robinson, his fourth. Fifth on the Chargers as a team.
At the line for the Cadets. 2 shots.
2 shots here for Surgis. First free throw off the front of the rim, no good. And this is that time in the ball game where the legs can get a little bit tired. You can see Surgis has really been exerting himself here tonight. Those free throws can be tough near the end of the game. He misses the second one again off the front of the rim. So it remains a 5-point game, a break for the Chargers. Strong on the left side. Strong looking to drive, nearly lost it, but he finds Hardaway right under the hoop for the easy lay-in. Hardaway now with 11 points. 60-53, a 7-point lead, and then a foul called on Malik Anderson. A reach-in foul. His second. Sixth on the Chargers as a team. 3:04 left in the fourth quarter. A 7-point lead for St. Joe's. Here's Surgis on the right side. Surgis drives all the way to the hoop. Blocked by Hardaway. Rollins tries to put back. It's not there. Hardaway has the rebound, then trying for the outlet pass. It goes out of bounds. The ball will go back to Marmion. 2:51 left in the fourth quarter. Into Surgis. Now it's Lease for Surgis on the left wing. Surgis fakes the 3, drives to the hoop, off the glass and in. That's been his move all night. 21 points for Tommy Surgis. 60-55. The Chargers with a 5-point lead. 2:25 to play in this one. Chargers are in the bonus. Both teams in the 1-1 at this moment. 2:15 to play. Robinson with the basketball near half court. Robinson with Lease guarding him tightly at the top of the key now. Dribbles back near half court. Now Robinson controls. Robinson spins in the lane, nearly lost the basketball, regained the dribble, and dishes back out for Reggie Strong. Strong now facing a double team, nearly lost it, regains possession, dishes for Becton, and he is hammered as he went up to the hoop. He'll have 2 free throws.
Personal foul charge against number 10, Ryan McMahon of the Cadets.
That called on Ryan McMahon.
Team foul.
8th team foul on the Cadets. So 2 free throws here for Becton. First free throw's good.
St. Joseph.
15 points now for Marcus Becton, 61-55. 150 left in this one. Second free throw for Becton. Off back iron, but the rebound nearly taken by Hardaway. Surgis has it instead for Marmion. 6-point game, 1:40 to play. 61-55 Chargers. Surgis near the top of the key. Surgis dribbles between his legs. Free throw line jumper short, but they call a foul on Reggie Strong.
Personal foul. Charge against number 5, Reggie Strong of St. Joseph, his 3rd. 17th foul. Tommy Surgis at the line for the Cadets.
Surgis will have 2 free throws, but we saw his last time at the line. He missed both. Makes the first here.
23, Brandon Malone.
22 points thus far for Tommy Surgis, and a timeout will be taken by Marmion head coach Anthony Young. 61-56, 1:36 to play in this one.
Timeout, Marmion. Full timeout.
This has been a great back and forth Chicago Catholic League game. St. Joe's leading it by 5. Looking to come away with a road victory here. $22 points for Surgis of Marmion, 17 for John Reed as well. For the Cadets, for the Chargers, Marcus Becton has 15. Reggie Strong has 14. Antonio Hardaway has 11. So 1:36 left, 61-56. Chargers hanging on to a 5-point lead here on the road. Surgis will have one more free throw after the timeout. Both teams with 2 timeouts left, both teams in the 1-1.
Tommy Surgis at the
8
line.
fouls on Marmion, 7 on St. Joe's.
One shot.
Surgis misses the second free throw. The rebound taken by Malik Anderson. Anderson having some trouble in the backcourt, lost the basketball. Last touch by Marmion. 1:30 left. Anderson. Over to Reggie Strong. Now Anderson in the mid lane. Called for a double dribble. St. Joseph bench does not like the call. 1:19 left. It's back to Marmion. 61-56. Chargers trying to hold on here. Surgis driving, spinning. Short jumper is good. 24 points for Surgis. It's a 3-point game with 1:05 left. Anderson over half court. He is fouled on the sideline by Quinn Rollins. 1 minute left. 61-58.
His third. 19 foul. 21 Anderson shooting one in the bonus.
1-1 here for Malik Anderson. First free throw, nothing but net there. Anderson has 14 points, 62-58 clutch free throw. Back end of the 1-and-1. No good there, but an offensive rebound. Reggie Strong puts it back up and in. 64-58, a 6-point lead for the Chargers. Surges for three. Nails it from long range. Surges has 27, 64-61, a 3-point game with 47 seconds to play. (64-61). St. Joseph with a 3-point lead with 47 seconds left in this one, after Surges just made the long-range three. 27 points for Tommy Surges of Marmion. St. Joe's will have the ball with a 3-point lead, 47 seconds to play. Robinson into Strong, near his own free throw line. Gives over for Robinson, back for Strong. Strong over half court, he is fouled by John Reed. He'll go to the line. And it will be 2 free throws as the Chargers are now in the double bonus. Reggie Strong, already with 16 points on the night, makes the first free throw. 65-61, 40 seconds left. Second free throw for Strong. In and out. Under 40 to play, 4-point game. Lease for Surges. Surges driving the right side of the lane to McMahon. Wide open under the hoop for an easy 2. 2-point game with under 30 seconds left. Strong over half court. Strong is fouled by John Reed. 24.5 left.
Personal foul charge against number 12, John Reed of the Cadets, his third.
Third foul on Reed.
Reggie Strong at the line for St. Joseph.
And Strong at the line for 2 free throws. Misses the first, rattled all the way out of the rim and out. 24.5 seconds left, 65-63. The second free throw from Reggie Strong. Crowd making some noise, but Strong makes the free throw. 66-63, 3-point game, 20 seconds left. Surges driving all the way to the hoop. Blocking foul called, and he will go to the line for 2 free throws. As it looked to me like Malone may have been in position to take the charge, but they're saying he did not get there in time. It's called a blocking foul. 8th foul on the Chargers as a team. Surges at the line.
2 shots.
Surges already with 27 points. 66-63, 20 seconds left. Surges misses the first free throw. Some key misses on both ends of the floor for both of these teams. Just telling you about the energy they've exerted in this game. Tired legs out there at the free throw line. Second free throw from Surges. This one is good. He has 28, 2-point game, 20.1 seconds left. Into Malik Anderson. Anderson in the backcourt. On the near side of the floor, he is fouled.
Personal foul charge against number 12.
By John Reed.
His 4th.
That's his 4th. 16.8 seconds left.
Anderson at the line for St. Joseph.
Anderson at the line. First free throw. Got it to go. Clutch free throw there. Pushes the Charger lead back up to 3. 67-64, 16.8 to play. Second free throw for Malik Anderson. Also good. Nothing but net there. Anderson has 16 seconds left. Surgis fires from 3. Doesn't get it to go. The rebound's tipped, taken by McMahon. His short jumper off the front of the rim, no good. And then a foul called in the battle for the rebound against Marmion with 6.2 seconds left. The Chargers leading by 4, and they're on their way to a victory in this one. It has been a hard-fought game here. But 2 free throws here for Malik Anderson.
At the line, 2 shots.
Boy, what a game here tonight at Marmion. As Anderson goes to the line for 2 free throws with 6.2 seconds left, makes the first. (69-64). The Chargers with a 5-point lead. Second free throw from Anderson. Also good, and the Chargers will take a timeout. With 6.2 seconds left, they lead 70-64. A 6-point lead with 6 seconds left. Crazier things have happened, but looks like the Chargers are well on their way to a victory here. (18 points for Malik Anderson. Also 18 for Reggie Strong. And Antonio Hardaway tonight with 11 points. Marcus Becton with 15. But Surgis for Marmion with 28. What a performance from him. 6.2 seconds left in the ball game. The Chargers lead it 70-64. Lease will inbound for the Cadets. Into Surgis with 4 seconds. Surgis fires a long 3. He's wide open and he nails it. That puts him over 30 points. He has 31. And it's 70-67 with 0.6 seconds left. Timeout is taken. So the only hope for Marmion is a steal and a quick 3.
30-second timeout.
But how about Surgis? In this fourth quarter alone, 14 points in the fourth quarter for Surgis, 31 total on the night. But the Cadets would need a steal and a 3. With 0.6 seconds, that's going to be very, very difficult to do. John Robinson will inbound it for the Chargers. Robinson gets it into Malone, and the buzzer goes off. Did they call the foul before the buzzer went off? And that will do it. They'll call the foul, but the game is over. The Chargers win it 70-67 in a thriller here at Marmion. A road victory for the St. Joseph Chargers. Malik Anderson and Reggie Strong both with 18. Marcus Becton with 15. And in a losing effort, Tommy Surgis with 31 points for Marmion. But the Chargers do come away with a hard-fought victory on the road here tonight, 70-67. That will do it here from Alumni Hall. Thank you for joining us here tonight. With you as always, Connor Klingen here on Arena Sportsnet. Again, the final score, the St. Joseph Chargers 70 and the Marmion Cadets 67. 5:30.